Look up at the night sky. Those glittering points of light you see are not just decorations, they are giants of fire, each one millions of times bigger than Earth, burning at temperatures beyond imagination. Now picture this. Instead of twinkling safely in the heavens, those stars begin to fall, one by one. They tear through the blackness of space, blazing like cosmic meteors, crushing toward our fragile little world. What if stars rained down on Earth? The answer is as terrifying as it is breathtaking. The very first star to enter our solar system would spell disaster even before touching us. Its gravity would rip the planets apart. The delicate balance of Earth's orbit would shatter instantly. Our moon would be dragged away, the tides gone mad, and the pull of this descending giant would twist Earth's crust until continents cracked open. Like shattered glass, humanity wouldn't have days or weeks to react, we would have hours. Maybe minutes, and then the heat. A single star gives more energy than billions of nuclear bombs every second. As it falls closer, its radiation would ignite our atmosphere like paper. Oceans would boil. Forests would erupt in flame. Cities would melt into rivers of glass. The skies would glow, brighter than 1,000 suns, a firestorm wrapping Earth in a cocoon of death. Even if you were buried deep underground, the searing heat would find you. Survival on the surface would be impossible. But stars are not small. The smallest stars, red dwarfs, are still enormous compared to Earth. If one rained down, its sheer size would crush our planet under its weight. Earth wouldn't just burn, it would be swallowed whole, sinking into the star's core until it became nothing more than fuel for the fire. To a distant observer, Earth would vanish in an instant, absorbed into the star's raging inferno. What if multiple stars began raining down? Then the destruction would not be local, it would be cosmic. Stars colliding with Earth would tear apart the solar system itself. Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, all would be ripped from existence. The sun's gravity would collapse under the chaos, and our entire system would dissolve into a storm of fire and debris. Earth wouldn't just be destroyed, it would be erased from the universe as if it had never been. But here is where the mind bends. What if the raining stars weren't real stars, but fragments? Imagine chunks of stellar material, pieces of collapsed sun's neutron star fragments. Each one the massive mountains packed into something no larger than a city. If even a pebble of neutron star matter struck Earth, it would hit with unimaginable force, drilling through the crust, releasing more energy than all the nuclear weapons ever built. The planet would quake, oceans would rise in tsunamis hundreds of meters tall, and the atmosphere would chew on ash and fire. Civilization would not collapse slowly. It would be annihilated in moments. And yet, what about the beauty? For a brief, terrible instant, the night sky would transform, stars streaking downward like rivers of fire, skies lit with colors no human eye has ever seen. To watch would be awe-inspiring, like the universe itself was bleeding light into our world. But that beauty would be the last thing humanity ever saw. Could humanity escape? With today's technology, no chance. Rockets could not outrun the pull of a falling star. Even space stations would burn. Satellites would melt. The very edge of Earth's atmosphere would collapse. The only survival would be far beyond. On other planets or colonies we do not yet have, if stars rained down, it would be the final test of our species, evolve into a civilization of the stars, or die crushed beneath them. But there's a stranger possibility. What if stars raining down were not natural, but intentional? Could this be a weapon, used by civilizations far beyond us? To drop a star on a planet is not destruction, it is erasure. A godlike strike, rewriting existence in fire. If such a power exists, then perhaps stars are not only the creators of life, but the destroyers of worlds. And here's the haunting truth. In a way, stars are already raining down on Earth. Every shooting star you see at night, every meteor that burns in our atmosphere, is a fragment of cosmic debris, born from the death of ancient stars. We are, in a sense, constantly showered by the ashes of suns. And one day, a much larger piece could come, maybe not a full star, but an asteroid carrying the heart of one. That impact alone would be enough to rewrite Earth's history. So, what if stars rained down on Earth? Then humanity's story would end in fire. The oceans would vanish. The skies would burn. The continents would shatter. Earth would no longer be the blue planet, it would be a cinder drifting in space, or swallowed whole by the raging fire of a fallen sun. But maybe that's the lesson. Stars are not just lights in the sky. They are the makers of everything: our atoms, our oceans, our blood, our breath. They gave us life, and if they ever rained down, they would take it back.